Okay. And I'm going to mute you guys too. So if you guys have any questions, obviously just because there's not that many of us, it really doesn't matter. Just unmute yourself or type it in the chat or, other things maybe you can relate to or whatever. It really doesn't matter. But so I just wanted to talk about the top 5 reasons that people don't succeed. And just relating this to the business in general, I feel like a lot of us can relate to these things. I know when I was like writing down some of the things, it's 5 things I got from another top coach. And I was just like, these are things that I struggle with. So I'm sure you guys struggle with, other girls on the team struggle with. So the first thing is not having a clear outcome. So I'm sure that a lot of us go into this business kind of like, I don't know what I want to achieve. I don't know where I want to go. I don't know the goals that I want to reach, where I see myself. So you can kind of let all of those excuses fall into place or those doubts fall into place and start not feeling motivated because you don't have that clear outcome in the back of your mind. So if this is something that you guys struggle with, try and ask yourself why you're here. Like, why are you doing this business? Is it for, you want a better life for your family? You want to pay off all of your student loans. You want to be debt free. You want to be top coach. Like, literally pick whatever outcome you want in this business, like really long term, and write it down, have it in front of you somewhere, whether it's at your desk, on the background of your phone, in dry erase marker on your mirror in your bathroom. Like, it doesn't matter, but have it somewhere so that you're constantly reminded of why you're doing this business, because no matter what happens, you'll know, like, at the end of the day, this is where I want to be and this is where I want to go. And I think for a long time, that's why my business, I know last year, the momentum was very slow because I didn't set a goal for myself. I didn't set a goal for my business. I was just kind of like doing the daily habits of, hitting Success Club every month and trying to bring more people in, but I didn't have a goal, so I had nothing to work towards. So I was just kind of like slowly running up a hill that didn't have a top, so that's huge to start out with. So if that's something that you guys struggle with, I would highly suggest trying to write that down and figure that out. Number 2 is belief. And you can go through the motions of your power hour every single day. You can send out, 3 to 5 ads today, check. 5 invites today, check. But if you don't believe that you're actually going to succeed in this business, if you don't believe that it actually works for you or that you're going to go anywhere, you're never going to move from the spot that you are now. Same thing with your workouts. If you don't believe you're actually going to lose those 20 pounds that you want to, or that you're going to get to that point where you make $1,000 a week or $1,000 a month, whatever your goal is, if you don't actually believe you can do it, you're just going to check off those boxes, and people are going to see right through that, right? So like, especially with your posting, if you're posting about, getting your workouts done, but you don't actually think you're going to see results, or posting about coaching, but you don't actually think you can do this, it will resonate with people that way. And they're going to see that through your posts. They're going to see the context you use or the things that you're sharing. And I know I have had a lot of self-doubt. Even when I first started this business, I remember telling my coach, I was like, I could never coach people. Like, why would anyone want to take advice from me? And I still carry that on with myself. And that's why we rave about personal development, because it teaches you to believe in yourself, and it teaches you to focus on those things that you struggle with, or the things that you tell yourself that, I can't do this and I'm not good enough at this, whatever it is. So belief is another big factor of why we struggle with succeeding. Number 3 is taking massive action. And this is kind of piggybacking off of having belief in yourself of, okay, am I just pressing play on my 30 minutes and kind of half-assing the last 10? Am I only sending out 3 friend requests, like, okay, I have to send 5 invites today. That is going to get you average results, right? So say we're sticking to a program and it's 21 days and we do it every single day for 30 minutes, but we kind of half-ass the workouts. We're not going to get great results. If we're only doing 3 to 5 ads a day and 5 invites a day and we're just doing the bare minimum, we're going to get bare minimum results. Our business is going to be bare minimum. Our transformation is going to be bare minimum. So just like we did with our Team Cup goals and our individual goals, we set that bar really high so that even if we don't hit that, we're still going to hit more than we wanted to before we even started, or the goal that we initially had set for ourselves. Like, oh, I want to hit Success Club this month. Okay, so we're going to shoot for 10. Maybe you'll hit 8. You didn't hit 10, but you hit more than 6, and 6 was your initial goal. Things like that. So always go above and beyond. Always do more than you initially think you want to, or do more than your initial goal. Number 4 is be reflective. Don't feel embarrassed or whatever about going back through your posts and doing self-reflection. I do this all the time because you're going to put up a post and you're going to see what works and what doesn't. And that's the best way to constructively criticize yourself of, okay, I shared a funny video on Facebook that was from someone else that got 2 likes. I shared a recipe and it got 50 likes. I should do more of that. My followers like to see more of that. Same with your tracking system. If you do pen and paper and you try it for 30 days and actually try it for 30 days, and you realize that you're not actually tracking your business and you're not actually keeping track, try something different. You won't fail at this if you don't try. So if you're doing things and you're saying, okay, I'm going to post about my story, and you don't get deep enough and you just share that surface level thing, people aren't going to relate to that, right? Like if you're just saying, just finished my workout, done for the day or whatever, that's not going to relate to people as much as just finished my workout with my 2 crazy kids running around. I stepped on a Lego during it. I ran out of water and my dog was barking, but I got it done. That's going to relate more to people, and you're going to see that in your post. So when you're looking at that, check and see, at the end of every week or the end of every month, go back through your posts and look at what worked and what didn't work and switch that up. Even on YouTube, Google, I do this a lot. I'll go on YouTube and I'll just watch other random videos of successful coaches just to learn some more things. Any question that you guys might have, or something you might wonder about, or something about coaching that you want a question answered, Google it. Anything and everything is on Google. How do I get more followers on Instagram? How do I get more traction on Facebook? I guarantee you, if you guys look that up and you type that up online, it's going to tell you, because everything is changing. So what worked a year ago, maybe sharing, scratch that. What worked 4 years ago, hashtagging 21 Day Fix, doesn't work now. So we're not doing that anymore because we're going with the times and we're changing with the times and what's popular and what people want and are searching for. So don't be afraid to self-reflect or ask a buddy, can you go to my page and let me know if there's anything that I should change. We do these calls. I think we call them critique my page. We haven't done one in a while, but we probably will soon. And people volunteer, coaches volunteer on this thread, and then we go through on the call and we do it publicly so they can learn and other people can learn, and we just kind of give positive feedback, what's working, what's not. So try to do that, but kind of piggybacking off of this, the biggest thing to keep in mind is there's always another way. So one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are like, well, I don't want to coach anymore because it just it didn't work for me. I tried everything and it just didn't work for me. And it's okay, well, what didn't work? And then they say I tried 20 different things. And it's okay, what exactly were they? Maybe we can talk through them. Maybe we can figure something out. And then they narrow it down. And it was just like, they weren't willing to, take those things that their coach taught them and apply them, or try something different. Or, maybe I tried sending messages and no one wanted to commit. Okay, well, did you try this? Oh, I tried doing an event page and no one wanted to commit. Okay, did you try talking in person? So there's always something else that you can try. And if you can't think of those things on your own, ask someone else on the team, ask someone else on, a different team or another coach or your upline. But there's always other things to be working on. And that's another way to be reflective, is just pick something else if what you're doing isn't working. And then the last thing is just commitment to the business. Just commit to your power hour every single day, or commit to at least doing those tasks for the week. If you're like Sam, I know that she does like specific tasks in bulk each day instead of little bits each day. And just commit to doing that power hour, or those 40 invites for the week, or those 2 posts every day, or things like that. And the same thing with your workout program. People want to see that you're committed. People want to see that you're showing up. And if you don't, it's okay to say, this program wasn't for me. I'm going to switch to something else. Or I tried it. I only gave it 50%. And I'm going to be honest and admit that with you guys. I'm going to switch to something else, or I'm recommitting. But commit to your business and yourself and personal development and everything that's going to bring you back to why you started this business. Was it because you wanted to lose weight? Was it because you needed self-confidence? Was it because you wanted to bring more money in for your family? Or maybe you did it for the business aspect. Were you a personal trainer and you wanted to reach more people? Whatever it is, but bring yourself back to why you committed, and continuously remind yourself of those things every single day when you're tired, or you don't feel like doing it, or you're busy, or you're whatever the excuses may be, because it all comes up. And it's just those people that show up and do it regardless. It's those little mundane things that we have to do every single day that the people who are successful do them anyway. And where it's not, there's no secret, there's no big thing. It's those small things that are so easy to do and also so easy not to do. And we hear that anywhere and everywhere. So just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Believe that you can attract the right people. Believe that you're going to find, your 5 girls that are going to run with you. Believe that you're putting out positive posts and that you're going to be able to start and finish a program. And just focus on inviting all the time and following up and sharing your journey. And the more that you do that, the more you're just going to build that momentum, and all of these things are going to start falling into place, because action is what creates that belief system. And we can all sit here and overthink everything, and what if no one wants to join me? Or what if I'm not successful? Or what if I'm not actually really good at this? But when you start checking off your list of, okay, I'm going to do 5 invites today, I'm going to shoot for 10, and you actually do 10, now you believe that you can do that. Or I'm going to start and complete my program, and every day you check off that you've completed your workout, now you've completed your program, now you believe that you can actually start and finish a program, and you have that transformation. So like I said, just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate this business, because it's very easy what we do. It's just very easy to not do those little things. So really those were the 5 things that I had, and I can just repeat them. Number 1, have a clear outcome. Know what you want to reach. Know where you're going, no matter what happens, why you're in this business and why you're here. Number 2, belief. Number 3, take massive action. Sorry, Jack, I'll go slow. I know you're writing them down. Number 4, be reflective and self-aware. Realize what works and what doesn't. And then number 5 is commitment. my God, it's like 90 degrees in my room. Does anyone have any questions or anything to add? I know you just hopped on, Jack. Sorry.
No, I agree with it all. It's all very true, and you realize that every time someone says it, you're like, that's why it's not working. I'm not, it's easy to get in the rut and think that nothing's going to happen because nothing is happening, but you're not really doing enough to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it all makes sense.
I think that's a thing too, like exactly what you just said. Like when you get in that rut of nothing's happening, so nothing will. And I think it's just that small mindset shift of, okay, I'm just going to try something else then. Or I'm going to start over and I'm actually going to do X, Y, Z. I'm actually going to send out 10 invites a day. I'm actually going to post every single day. You know what I mean? It's always that one little tweak of having that, okay, I'm just going to try something else, or I'm just going to do that self-reflection. And that's what separates you from being like that victim, oh, poor me, this business doesn't work, to being a successful CEO, entrepreneur, which is what we are, which makes us problem solvers. And no matter what, we're going to have an answer. And there's always going to be another way and another option that we can try.
And two, Car, I was like that last month. Like I was not getting anywhere. I was talking to people. Nothing was happening, right? And then all of a sudden, it's like you're one step away every single time from like that big push. And it's like, if I had just like got out of my own head and like pushed myself then, like I would have been so much further before, and ahead now. And I was like getting in my own head and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. And then you get down yourself and then you stop that momentum a little bit. And it's like, you were just one day away from it being like awesome. Like,
Yeah. No, that's definitely like, I noticed, and I use this as an example all the time, but I had a really, really big month in April. And it wasn't anything I did in April, but I had the biggest month and helped the most people that I had all year. And I was on 2 back-to-back week vacations where like most people use excuses of, well, I was on vacation. And I'm like, girl, I was on 2 vacations in April and that was my best month. But the reason that I bring that up is it wasn't what I did in April. It was what I did in March and February. Well, wait, January, February, March, April. Yeah. January, February, and March that got me to that momentum built in April. But the problem was I was so worried with managing all of those people that I was bringing in that I stopped doing those things I did in January, February, March. So my May sucked. You know what I mean? I slowed down my own momentum because I was like, okay, cool. Like I have all these girls committing. Like I have all these people coming to me. This is awesome. Let me sign them up and blah, blah, blah. That I stopped adding people. I stopped connecting with people. I stopped inviting and following up. And I was just managing these people that were committing. And now I have to build that momentum again, which takes 10 times as much effort. You know? It's just a weird thing. And I feel like everyone does it once in a while, or at least one time, or every month they wait till the last week and try to hit Success Club and they get it. And then they stop the next 3 weeks, slow that momentum down and have to build it back up.
And that comes back to like that go for no personal development. Like if you were aiming towards no's, you wouldn't have stopped when you hit like your Success Club or whatever, because you wouldn't have hit your no's. Like, and that's what that book was like so enlightening to me, that like you'll never hit all the no's that you want. So like go for that, because you won't lose that momentum. Because you keep hitting, coaches or groups or whatever, and I think it's cool.
Yeah. Well, and it teaches you to not care, like, because like before, if you don't like hearing the word no, before you've even read that book, it's like when you hear a yes, you get really excited. And when you hear a no, you get really like down on yourself. But that book teaches you to have the same emotional reaction to both, if not more excited to get a no, because you're like, sweet, I get to add one to my list. And it teaches you to not have that like, oh, I suck at this. Like no one wants to join me. I'm a bad coach. Well, it's like, well, no, if you were excited to hear the no, you would just keep flying them out and asking more people to join you and sending more invites. But you're right. If you focus on that and not the people that are committing, or not just hitting Success Club and, okay, I want to get 100 no's this month. How many people would you actually help? 20? Like 10? You know what I mean? That's where I think that book everyone needs to read starting out. Because you are a badass and Get Over Your Damn Self are really good, like, just do it books. But that Go for No for network marketing teaches you to just do it anyway, send the invites, who cares what they say back, because you're already talking to 12 other people. I love it. Does anyone else have anything, any of those 5 that they struggle with, or that they realize that they need to work on more? Do you want me to unmute you?
Hold on. I'm on my, oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
So what resonated with me was, I'll notice, like, I'll post something about, my challenge group coming up or about my workout. And sometimes I'll get like 40 likes, and then other days I'll get like 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I have to really reflect on, what was I doing differently with all those other likes, compared to when I got 5. And I think you kind of touched on it with, I think in some of those ones where I got a little deeper, or maybe, mention like a struggle that I've been having, more people could relate to that. Whereas, if I just made a poster with like pose and was like, hey, join my group, it's like people aren't going to go for that as much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm trying. I definitely, like, I haven't gotten anybody to commit yet, but I haven't gotten anybody who's actually said no. Out of all of these people that I've been asking, everyone either says, oh, please, ask me next month. I'm really, really busy right now. Or right now I'm struggling with like a lot of debt from something. Ask me in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just seems to be everybody's excuse right now. And it's a little reassuring to me, because like, I know that they are interested. It's not a good time for them. So hopefully adding and inviting 10 a day, hopefully that'll kind of set me up for success. Like you said, maybe I'll have an awesome September.
Yeah.
Or, end of the month too. So,
and all those people who are saying that, not right now, or no, thank you. It's like, okay, those will be your follow-ups.
mm-hmm.
Continue to keep doing that. Like you said, connecting and adding more people. You'll keep that full circle funnel of, all right, you have everyone coming back around, because you're planting your seed in each direction.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And I think the biggest thing too, at least what's working now for social media, is we need to build value. We need to give things other than just letting them know that they can join a group, become a coach, and they have something that we can help them with. Whether it's sharing recipes, or adding humor into your posts, or saying the title of the personal development book you're reading. I had a girl message me over the weekend who was like, I bought that 5-second rule book that you suggested in your post because I loved what you said about it, and it resonated with me, and I thought it would be an awesome book for me. So like, thanks for the recommendation. And it's like some free suggestion that I gave that has to do with our business, but something that they can also take away, providing value. Or people, if you're into makeup and you like, maybe that's something else that you share. Oh my gosh, I love lipsticks. And it's like, today I'm wearing blah, blah, blah by MAC. And then say, I just finished my workout and I love whatever, doesn't matter. But like, just providing that extra level of something that you're giving them for free, or recipes, or random quotes from your personal development book every morning on your Instagram stories. Same thing with what you were saying with the likes and your posts. It's like, I remember doing the exact same transformation photo, the exact same one. And one of them, I had context of what I struggled with and where I used to be and where I am now. And the other one was a simple, I'm looking for 10 women who are serious about changing and want to get committed. And that got 1/3 of the feedback as the one that I did talking about myself and the things that I had struggled with. So I think it's just getting that emotional connection with them, like, yet again, because people are sick of seeing, are you feeling sick and tired of being sick and tired? Like, people are just so over that it's like they want to know, they want you to be vulnerable because they can relate to that. So I think self-reflection, especially in your posts, is something that you can learn. And even I'm doing it now for this month. What did I do in February and March that helped me up to success, or to set me up for a successful April, that I can be doing now to help me have a successful month now? And just posts in that way. But hey, Brett. She probably can't hear me. I think my screen is frozen. All right, well, anyway, if no one else has any other questions, sorry, Britt, we're like done. If no one else has any other questions, we can hop off. This will obviously be recorded and I'll post this. And maybe I'll post the 5 things underneath the text just so you guys can have them visually somewhere. But does anyone else have any other questions or anything else they want to add? No? Okay. All right. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. I'll see you guys later.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Bye.